Hello students, this is Subhan sir. Today we will move towards the questions. Question number 3. Question number first and second as we have completed previously. So question number 3rd. Find the roots of the following equations. X minus 1 upon x is equal to 3, where x is not equal to 0. So the equation is not given to us in a quadratic form. So first of all we need to make it in a quadratic form. What is the quadratic form? Ax square plus bx plus c. That is the quadratic form. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So that is the general form of quadratic equation. So how to convert this into the general form of quadratic equation? First of all, take LCM. So x will be the LCM. X will multiply with this x. That means when we take LCM, its denominator is 1. So 1 will divide x times. In a simple way, it will become x square minus 1 as it is, because x will divide x one time. So 1 multiply with 1 is only 1, and it is equal to 3. So we get x square minus 1 is equal to x multiplied to the right hand side 3 into x, that is 3x. So x square minus 1 is equal to 3x. Now we will convert it into the algebraic quadratic form. So x square, 3x will go to the left hand side. So minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x square minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation. And now we will find the value of x. That means we will find the root of the quadratic equation. Now we can easily calculate the roots of the quadratic equation by splitting the middle term. Okay, so we need two numbers whose sum is minus 3 and whose product is minus 1. Okay, whose sum is minus 3 and whose product is minus 1. So first of all, look if there are any two numbers that exist. When we multiply them, we will get minus 1. Okay, or if you are unable to find such two numbers, you can apply the quadratic formula also. So in a simple way we can apply quadratic formula also. Here the value of a is 1, coefficient of x square, value of b is minus 3, and constant is minus 1. So the quadratic formula is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. Now we will put the values into the formula. So minus of minus 3 plus minus under root b square, so minus 3 whole square minus 4ac, so the value of a and c 1 into minus 1, and whole upon 2a. So 2 multiply with the value of a, that is 1. So we will have the following formation. Now we will simplify the equation. How we will simplify it? So we will write it as 3 minus of minus 3, that means 3, plus minus under root square of minus 3, that is 9, minus 4ac, so 4 into minus 1, it will become plus 4. Okay, because already a negative sign was there, so minus minus plus, whole upon 2 into 1, that is 2. So it will become 3 plus minus under root 13 whole upon 2. That means there are two values of x, 3 plus under root 13 upon 2, 3 minus under root 13 whole upon 2. Now second question we have 1 upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 is equal to 11 upon 30, where x is not equal to minus 4 and 7. See why it is given to us that x is not equal to minus 4 and 7, because when we put x equal to minus 4 here, this whole term will become 0, and if we put x is equal to 7 here, the whole term will become a 0. So these are the two exceptional cases that these values are not possible, they are not accepted in this equation. So first of all, 1 upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7. So first of all we will simplify the left hand side. Okay, so 1 upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7. First of all we will take LCM. So x plus 4 multiply with x minus 7. Okay, then x minus 7 will multiply here and x plus 4 will multiply here. Okay, that is a simple way to understand this concept. Or what we are doing, we are just taking LCM. X plus 4 will divide this term x minus 7 times, and x minus 7 will divide this denominator x plus 4 times. So they will multiply into the numerator. So you will get x minus 7 minus sign, then x plus 4, and it is equal to 11 upon 30. It is equal to x minus 7 minus sign multiply inside the bracket. So minus x minus into plus 4 minus 4 whole upon x plus 4 into x minus 7. So x into x becomes x square, x into minus 7 minus 7x, 4 into x become 4x plus 4x, and 4 into minus 7 will become minus 28. It is equal to 11 upon 30. Again simplifying, we will get x minus x is there, so they will get cancel out, and minus 7 and minus 4 will become minus 11. So minus 11 whole upon x square minus 3x minus 3x minus 28. It is equal to 11 upon 30. So minus 11 whole upon x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 11 upon 30. So 11 to 11 can be cancelled out here only. 11 to 11 cancel. Here minus 1 will remain. Okay. Now cross multiplication. We will multiply the values. Okay. Cross multiplication will be there. So minus 1 multiply with 30 is equal to this value. That means x square minus 3x minus 28. So it will become minus 30 is equal to x square minus 3x minus 28. Now this equation will become x square minus 3x minus 28 plus 30. Okay, negative 30 will become positive here, is equal to 0. That means we will get the equation as x square minus 3x plus 2, and it is equal to 0. Now x square minus 3x plus 2 can be easily solved with the help of splitting the middle term. So it can be written as 2 and 1. How? If we add minus 2 and minus 1, we will get minus 3 here, and when we multiply minus 2 and minus 1, we will get positive 2, that is plus 2. So x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 equal to 0. Why I have written in this way? Because minus 2x and minus x become minus 3x. Minus 2 multiply with minus 1 is plus 2. Now taking common between two terms. So x square minus 2x is there. So we take x common. So here x minus 2 will remain. And from this side we will take minus 1 common. X minus 2 will remain inside the bracket, that is equal to 0. So x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay, x minus 2 is present in the first term also and in second term also. So x minus 2 can be taken as common. X minus 1 will remain inside the bracket, and it is equal to 0. Okay, we have taken common x minus 2 from both the terms. So x minus 1 will remain and x minus 2 will be out of the bracket. So there are the equation we have x minus 1 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now one by one we will put both the values equal to 0 and we will calculate the value of x. So x minus 1 and x minus 2 equal to 0. That means the two cases will arise, x minus 1 equal to 0 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. 1 will go to the right hand side, the value of x is 1. 2 minus 2 will go to the right hand side, the value of x is 2. So there are two values of x, 1 comma 2. These are the two required value of x. Now next question. The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's ages in years, 3 years ago and 5 years ago, 5 years from now, is 1 upon 3. Find his present age. Okay, so first of all we will assume their the present age of Rahman be x. So first of all, let the present age of Rahman be x years. Now according to question, according to the question, the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's ages 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 upon 3. Okay, first of all, Rahman's age three years ago is equal to x minus 3. Okay, suppose Rahman is 10 years old, then before 3 years he was 7 years old. How we calculated 10 minus 3, that is 7. So similarly x minus 3 years for 3 years ago, when 3 years ago he was x minus 3 years old. Now after 5 years from the present age itself, now from the present age, that is x, after 5 years his age will be Rahman's age after 5 years from now will be equal to x plus 5. Okay, now these two values, according to the question it is given the sum of reciprocal of these values will be equal to 1 upon 3. That means therefore 1 upon x minus 3 plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equal to 1 upon 3. That is given to the given according to the question. Reciprocals mean, that means we have to put this x minus 3 in the denominator of 1. Reciprocal means the numerator becomes denominator and denominator becomes a numerator. See, the denominator of these terms are 1. Okay, so we have taken reciprocal. We have taken reciprocal, that means 1 will come into the numerator and x minus 3 and x minus 5, x plus 5 will come into the denominator, and their sum, that means their addition, is equal to 1 upon 3. Now solving the equation, taking LCM, so x minus 3 multiply with x plus 5. Okay, then x plus 5 will multiply here and x minus 3 will multiply here. Okay, so x plus 5 plus x minus 3 is equal to 1 upon 3, is equal to 1 upon 3. X plus x becomes 2x. Okay, 5 minus 3 become plus 2 whole divided by x minus 3 into x plus 5 is equal to 1 upon 3, is equal to 1 upon 3. So this is the required equation we have. Now we will simplify this equation. Okay, cross multiplication we can do. Okay, 3 will multiply either here and x minus 3 into x plus 5 multiply into the right hand side. So 3 into 2x plus 2 is equal to x minus 3 into x plus 5. Okay, now First of all, x minus 3 into x plus 5, that this term we will multiply. So x into x, x square, x into 5, 5x, minus 3 into x, minus 3x, minus 3 into 5, minus 15. So it will become x square, 5x minus 3x become 2x, plus 2x and minus 15. And here 3 2s are 6x, 3 2s are 6, that means 6x plus 6. Okay, now this equation will become x square plus 2x minus 15, and bring this term into the left hand side, that means here only. So minus 6x minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, minus 15 is there. Now it will become x square plus 2x minus 6x, so it will become minus 4x, and minus 15 minus 6 will become minus 21, that is equal to 0. That is the required equation. So x square minus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0. Okay, so we need two numbers whose sum is minus 4 and whose product is minus 21. Okay, whose sum is minus 4 and whose product is minus 21. So first of all, we can see that 7 and 3, 7 3s are 21, and 3 minus 7 is minus 4. 3 minus 7 is minus 4. 3 multiply with minus 7 is minus 21. So we can write it as x square minus plus 3x minus 7x minus 21 is equal to 0. Now taking common between these two terms, so x square plus 3x is there, so x I have taken common. If x is common, then x plus 3 will remain. X I have taken common from these two terms, so x plus 3 will remain here. Now minus 7 is common from these two terms, so minus 7 common, then x plus 3 also remain here is equal to 0. How x plus 3? Minus 7 I have taken common, so both the terms will become positive. 7 will go outside the bracket, then 7 3s are 21, that is why 3 will remain here. That means same terms will be there on both the sides, both the terms. Okay, so x plus 3 can be taken common, so x plus 3 I have taken common again, then x minus 7 will remain, and it is equal to 0. Now there are two cases. X plus 3, if we put x plus 3 equal to 0, then x will be equal to minus 3, and if we put x minus 7 equal to 0, then x will be equal to 7. See, we are talking about the age, and age cannot be negative, so it is rejected, it cannot be considered. So x is equal to 7 years is the right answer. So x equal to 7 years is correct. Thus the present age of Rahman is equal to 7 years. So I hope these questions are clear to you. Some questions also I will give you as a homework. Complete your copies and solve the homework as well as each and every question in order to understand the concept. Thank you.